What's up, guys? My name is Adrian from the Deviants, and today we're going to be reacting to Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood episode 47. So not yesterday, but it was yesterday for me, we watched episode 46, which was the day, I believe it was the day before the Promise Day. So there was a training done with the North and Eastern military. So Miles and the general from the East, I forgot his name, they were together and they were hatching they're the main hatching of the scheme, which we don't really know what's going to happen in that training, though they took out the Führer by explaining their plan to him through a third party person. He went on the train and they exploded the train over a bridge, which I don't believe the Führer is dead. I do think he's going to show up later on, though. This just slowed him down because the explosion was not large enough to where it would kill a homunculus. That being said, Al has been taken by the bad dudes. I believe he was caught by gluttony and pride. So I'm guessing he might be used as the sacrifice because he was taken and they need the sacrifice for a Promise Day. So I don't know who's going to be on their way to help him out because Miles and the other dude are in the East. I don't remember where everybody else is at. I know Olivier is in the boardroom, I guess it's called the boardroom, with all the other generals. They just got the confirmation that Bradley has been attacked or it's been exploded, whatever. So Olivier, I think, was going to take control, but Father came up from the basement and he's like, all right, everything's fine. We're going to move on with our plan. So I don't know what he's going to be doing up there. We still don't know what Ed's going to be doing with Greed and the other chimeras. All we know is he didn't want to meet up with Al because as of right now he's a fugitive. So I don't know what exactly they're going to be doing. They were at Winry's house and they just left. So I guess we'll figure it out when we get there. May is still going to Central with Envy. There you go. With Envy. And I think that's about it. I don't know where Mustang, Hawkeye, or any of them are at, but I guess we'll see now. I don't know if this is going to be the actual Promise Day or it's just still leading up to the Promise Day, but I guess we'll find out. So without further ado, let's get straight on into it. Make sure to support the original content as always. Alright, let's get going in 3, 2, 1, and...
Alphonse.
I swear, if Alphonse dies, I'm gonna be so mad.
It's time to wake up, Alphonse.
You've got some company.
What is Greed gonna feel about this? He looks exactly like Father.
I didn't think...
Oh my gosh, that scared the crap out of me.
You could have at least warned me you were about to slug me.
Look, we need to talk. The Promise Day is tomorrow.
Fair enough. I'll tell you everything.
That's right. That's right. Ooh, sitting on a log by a fire. Seems familiar.
I was worried this might be more difficult for you to accept than it was for Alphonse.
Wait, you told Al about this?
Yup.
Granny asked me to give you Mom's final words. Sorry I couldn't keep my promise. But I'm dying first. So there, I told you!
Such a whirlwind of emotions. I can see why. The guy's a walking, talking philosopher's stone.
There's more to it than that. It's just... he's not what I was expecting.
What were you expecting? Were you expecting something worse?
Trisha, I'm going away. Will you wait for me?
Of course. I'll be right here.
Then what's your story, Greed?
Are you asking me why I've decided to return to Central?
Yes.
I'm not telling you, kid.
The disrespect. I feel as though Greed wants to control or take control for himself.
Hey, what's the holdup? It's out!
Something tells me it's not.
We need to talk.
Sure. Hey, are you sure you're feeling alright, Al?
It's definitely pride controlling him.
What the hell was that?
Your soul couldn't be any weaker.
Oh my gosh. Gosh, please don't have to, like, take out Al for this.
And what about the plan, sir? Aren't you going to proceed to Central?
I don't seem to have much choice. I suppose I'll just have to let Colonel Mustang have the biggest slice of Central Pie. If Colonel Mustang or General Armstrong try to make their move now, every soldier in Central will be ordered to retrieve their treasonous heads. I'll let the youngsters dive headfirst into danger and do all the dirty work. And then I'll take my rightful place as leader of this country without any risk.
What? No. Is he really just gonna, like, low-key sacrifice Mustang for this?
Michael, you guys should run for cover. What the? You don't waste any time!
Our animal instincts are telling us that we should stay the hell away from that thing.
Gonna break through that wall.
The barrier's not gonna work against him.
Ooh!
It was close.
I think it's about time I start winning some of these fights for a change.
What are you thinking? I can't see.
See a damn thing.
That's what I said.
Pride can't cast any shadows without a source of light, and he's just as blind in his
Okay,
darkness
okay,
as the
okay,
rest
okay.
of us.
Oh, because they can see! Oh, that's so smart. My goodness gracious. But this isn't how Pride's gonna go down.
How was he even capable of finding us? Did Father give him some new ability?
Oh, that's why.
But right now, I'd say you're evenly matched for a fair fight.
My animal instincts are calling me an idiot for listening to you. So I guess I'm an idiot! The first fight is mine!
There's not much hope for us.
What are you gonna do?
Greed,
What, Ling?
switch with me.
But Link, how are you able to, like...
Wow, nicely done. I love that you and I are on the same team.
Thanks.
I said something bad.
Bad? How
Yeah,
bad?
that's bad.
It's coming this way. What happened?
What the heck was that?
Get down, kid.
Oh, it's the bodyguards. They came out of nowhere. Oh, the nice looking arm now.
I was wondering when you'd find me. Lot of fun.
Oh, she looks so cool. Okay, so part of me feels as though Pride might lose this, but part of me feels like this is not the way for Pride to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got, what, 17 more episodes, so, like, I wouldn't doubt if some of the homunculuses die. At least in this time frame. Because, Lust is dead. Technically, Envy is, like, down for the count. Bradley is MIA. I don't know if Gluttony is going to die again. It seems as though he is. because they got Ling, who can sense homunculus, and then we got Lan Fan, who can apparently sense homunculus as well. So I feel as though Gluttony might die from this. At least his odds of dying is a lot higher than Pride's. Part of me feels as like the Chimera has the upper hand on Pride, but I don't have enough faith in him to completely kill Pride, at least before the lights go on. I feel as though he's going to get Pride to the brink of death, but the lights are going to come on, Pride's going to get his abilities again, and then he might kill the Chimera, the Lion Chimera, which would be sad. But I think the Lion Chimera would have done enough damage to either make Pride retreat or make it to where Ed and Greed finally take out Pride. And that's where I think it's going. Or maybe even Hohenheim shows up, right? Because Hohenheim's technically in the same place. And he experienced a blackout along with everything else, so he must be questioning, like, okay, what happened? Like, what's going on? And they are making quite a commotion, which I feel as though Hohenheim will sniff out. So maybe Hohenheim comes up and just like completely demolishes both Pride and Gluttony, which would be cool. It would be cool to see. And then maybe Ed can forgive him. So speaking of that, the whole thing with Hohenheim and the wife, that almost got me. That almost got me. Because, like, as far as I know, Hohenheim is a good person. Like, we know his backstory. We know about his actions, and we've seen him where other people have not. To the point of where we could come to the conclusion that he's actually a nice guy. Like, and stuff like that. But I feel as though Ed still is holding on to the grudge because he doesn't want to be, I wouldn't say he doesn't want to be proved wrong, but I don't know. I think that's like the best way to say it. Because even he said like, oh, you know, Hohenheim just wasn't what I was expecting. So I think in his mind, when he confronted Hohenheim and Hohenheim talked about his past, I think in Ed's mind, he was hoping that Hohenheim was going to be a very bad guy. Like, he was going to match the description of what Ed had in his mind of Hohenheim. But when Hohenheim was talking about his past and how most of this things kind of wasn't his fault in a sense, and that he was a victim in all this, it wasn't a satisfying conclusion, I guess, in Ed's sink. Like, now he's conflicted in being mad at Hohenheim. And he wants to get revenge on his mother's death. And this whole time he felt, you know, being mad at Hohenheim and going against Hohenheim was a way to get revenge on his mom dying. But now it feels like he can't get revenge on his mom dying because of how good of a guy Hohenheim is, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too deep into this, but that's what I think. And is Al? I feel Al might get out of this. I feel like there's no way he could die from this, but I don't know like what he's doing. Like, him still being there and them not acknowledging Al at this point. Like, what is the purpose of him being there now? Other than being like a hostage that Pride can use to control Ed. I hope Al becomes fine. And then what was his name? The old dude, the dude that was talking, or that was friends with Mustang, the one with the big mustache. He showed a side that I wasn't expecting. Like, I was thinking that he was doing this to help humanity's sake. He was doing this to help Mustang and stuff like this, which technically he is doing it to help the humanity and stuff like that, but his end goal is a little bit more selfish than I thought. Right? I thought he was a very selfless person, but in the end, his eyes are on being the leader of Amestrius. Same with Olivier. So as of right now, we have 3 people who are gunning for the top in this whole scenario. We have Olivier, we have, is his name Drummond? Oh, the mustache guy, and then we have Mustang. And the mustache guy was willing to throw Armstrong and Mustang away in order for him to seem like the hero so that he can take control of Amestria. Or Amestrius, I don't know. Which it's like a jerk move. Especially when in my mind, I picturing Mustang as like his favorite student, or his favorite person, I guess. But I don't know. Like, it isn't a necessarily bad thing that he's aiming for, but it does put a bad taste in my mouth about him. I praised him, or put him at a higher pedestal than what he actually is. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's gonna happen. They can't find the Fuhrer's body, which we all know that the Fuhrer's still alive. Like, there's no denying it. And I think that's about it. I don't think we didn't get anything about Scar and the Ishvalans that are over there. We didn't get anything about Mustang or Hawkeye. It's primarily about Ed and Al, and then the stuff that's happening in the north and east. So I think next episode is going to primarily focus on the conflict with gluttony, pride, greed, Morling and Lanfan, and Edward, and then May Hohenheim, hopefully. And I'm excited and kind of nervous to see the ending of that fight, because this fight has to have, I mean, it doesn't have to have, but 90% sure that someone's going to die in this fight. And I don't know who. But I guess we'll figure that out next time. So that was my reaction to Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood episode 47. If you like my reaction, make sure to like and subscribe. If you guys want me to know anything more, put in the comment section down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.